shined up my white walls, night falls. I'm feeling good. I'm doing things that you never would, like surfing with the sharks or shooting in the dark, riding on the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Cowboys are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Colts team that knows they have to take care of the ball.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts, and they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Dallas Cowboys. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more.
Now, on fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, spinning away. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Muhammad Wilkerson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays. We'll
see if they do that. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. Finding some room at midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll fake it. Now Love. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, Love. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, it's Langford. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So now it's first and goal. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to run with Langford. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play fake to Turbin. Now Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Hill. Ooh, with a juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Locke.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Luck on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
This is Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Green, the tight end, in motion. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Third and long for Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 22. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken right at the 35. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Final play of the half. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. Prescott from the gun. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Luck now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Now he's flushed out left. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Demarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Langford gets it running left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Langford again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a 1st down throw. Lock. A swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Back to throw. Love. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Henry Anderson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's brought down after a good gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Running right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Lott. Dancing to his left. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Elliott running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a little... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
On third down, here's Hill. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up third and goal. Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Prescott to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try making a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. David Irving in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick here is good. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Falcons have taken the lead there late. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, going in.